But let it be a man that you go ahead and forgive a man that done cheated on you 5 times consistently. But when I did something a little bit shady and I apologize for it, it's like no grace for me. Like, no, keep that same energy.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going audible.
5 signs the devil is trying to attack you. Sign number 1 is that he comes for your friendships and your family. The devil don't like community, so he tries to throw any little thing to knock you guys off your pivot. You guys and your family could be, you know, good, at peace, but then next thing you know, like one family member might betray you, another person might not have the same beliefs as you. Some of them, you try to tell them about, you know, their dreams, their aspirations. You try to keep them accountable, and they're constantly taking it to offense and feel like, oh, you're trying to comfort them. It's not that they don't understand you, it's that they don't want to understand you. They don't want to hear, you know, the advice that you're trying to lead them to. So what you got to do is stop explaining and give it to God, okay? I'm telling you, when you give the whole situation to God, they come back in his timing, and they will come back and say, you were right, I apologize. Like, I remember a situation where I was, you know, when you talking to older people, I was telling my mom, like, listen, you need to go for a walk. And you know, with other people, it's like they're not open-minded. They just feel like, oh, who is this child think she is, trying to tell me what to do? I do stuff on my own time. And then I'm just like, okay. I literally prayed and prayed and prayed. I was praying for her for like two years straight. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna sit and try to convince. And then literally it was one day we had to talk about it, and then like 2 nights went by. She came to my room and she was just like, oh, I just want to apologize. Now, if you have Caribbean parents, you know that Caribbean parents don't apologize for nothing. Their apology, how they apologize, is by cooking you food and being like, here. But she came and she was just like, you know, I apologize. I understand what you guys, you and your sister, you guys are just trying to give me tough love and not like, y'all want to see me healthy. You guys want to see me, you know, do better. So I just want to apologize and like let you know that I'm gonna do better, and I'm gonna do better with myself. When I say I was in shock, I was like, wow, ain't the Lord working? I've also seen this situation where you and a friend or a family member can be beefing, and then, you know, people make mistakes. They probably did something wrong to you, and you know, you cut them off, and then, you know, they try to come and ask for forgiveness. They do come and they try to apologize, and then they just don't want to allow it. But let it be a man that you go ahead and forgive a man that done cheated on you 5 times consistently. But when I did something a little bit shady and I apologize for it, it's like no grace for me. Like, no, keep that same energy. At the end of the day, if y'all can't come into a common ground, and or people are not trying to see your point of view, there's no reason for you to keep on explaining and trying to keep convincing and trying to tell them what to do. Give it to God. God is going to change their heart, and God is also going to change your heart too. And at the end of the day, God knows your heart. We can't keep cutting off everybody, okay? You just got to know where to place people into your life, and also like limit certain access too. There are some people that is very important to just love from a distance. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, he tries to come at you for your finances. You can be trying to budget, you can be trying to save and every single thing. Next thing you know, you get a ticket in the mail from, you got to pay $200 because the mother freaking bus caught you driving, or like you driving, next thing you know, a flat tire want to hit you out of nowhere, and it's just like, God, I budgeted, I'm trying to save, I'm trying not to go out and spend money, and every single time I try, it's always something coming up. So now what do? You go ahead and start looking for a second job, and God don't want you to have no second job. God is like, what the devil tries to do is try to keep you in worry of your finances. He try to make it seem like, okay, you're not making enough, so you need to go get a second job to, you know, sustain your lifestyle. What God wants you to do is be disciplined. And not only be disciplined, take captive of the skills or the things that you like and try to profit of that so that you can complete his purpose. What the devil tries to do is give you busy work so you won't stay focused on what God has for you and the purpose that he's calling you to do. He's just trying to take your money, take your hope, take your aspirations, instead of, and keeping you at a bare minimum of a second, being a person that's a workaholic with 2 jobs, thinking that you hustling and grinding. No, okay, that is a lie from the enemy, and you got to be able to catch it. Number 3, the devil tries to send you unintentional men or women to try to make you lose hope of love. Now, this one is a very, very big one. They seem like they're good for the first couple of weeks or whatever, and then that's when the mask starts to fall, and when your heart is fully invested into it, that's where things go red. The devil try to play with your heart. That's why I'm saying I feel like it's very important to always involve God into your relationships and stop wearing your heart on your sleeve. We are, it's good to love people, but something that the devil uses is desperation. So what he tries to do, especially when it comes to this dating society, he tries to be like, oh, you're getting older, and your man still haven't come. So now it's like, dang, God, I thought I would be married by 25 and, have my first kid by 27, and tries to put the timelines. And it's like, why am I'm like 30, I'm like 27, I still don't got nobody. He tries to make you feel sad, and moving in desperation will cause you to settle and will cause you to not get the things that God wants for you. This means that God might have a great husband, but you are going to settle for the counterfeit because it's been taking too long. You have not been, everybody else is getting married and things of that sort, and you looking at their relationship, and it's just like, dang, God, when is it going to be my turn? So you go ahead and settle for whatever it looks like, and next thing you know, you shut yourself down. You either get pregnant by this person, you either start fornicating, and stop being in God's bad will, or that person starts to stress you out where you look your age. You start to get bags under your eyes. You look like a hot, complete mess. I've seen women and men, completely, was very handsome, very beautiful, turn completely out just because of one person they allowed them to mess up their whole life. Go to God for discernment. I'm telling you right now to go to God for discernment, and whenever you pray the prayer, oh God, whoever is not for me, remove them from your life. I'm telling you, God will show you the signs right away, as quick as possible. It's up to you to be the one to believe it, to accept it, and to fight that, okay, I'm going to for sure move on from this person, because you gotta, when somebody shows you who they are, just like I said, believe them, okay? Also, what the enemy tries to do is make us feel bitter in the inside, make us feel heartbroken from that person. So now when it comes to moving on or to your healing journey, it's kind of like you're bringing on that baggage. You're bringing on that baggage from the last person. So now you're a bitter person, and now you just don't trust these guys. You just forget these guys, F these guys. And it's no, we are called to be in community. We are called to love one another. It's very important that you heal and you align with God before you get into your next relationship. But anyways, the next sign that the devil is trying to attack you is anxiety. He will give you spiritual welfare, okay? When I say spiritual welfare, I'm talking sometimes we worry about the future so much that it doesn't allow us to experience the present and enjoy the process, because we're always so worried about the future. You might be thinking, okay, I know what's best for me. That's his main tactic when it comes to anxiety, having you try to make your own decisions. No, okay? Put your faith into God, and I'm talking about have real faith, okay? I remember last year I had spiritual warfare where I'm just okay, I have hope, and I have hope, but then again, I don't know what's gonna come, like how the end is going to be. So it was like a constant tug and war, and I think I might play a video here. If I don't, it's okay. But that's something that the devil tries to attack you with anxiety, with those negative thoughts. I'm telling you to rebuke those thoughts consistently. Remind yourself that you, like, some affirmations that I like to say, and I have it all over my room, is I don't chase, I attract. Okay, I am beautiful naturally. My ideas are profitable. I'm living a powerful life filled with purpose and meaning. I am living in my answered prayers. I have peace and joy. Like, these are just different things that, you know, help you have to remind yourself about, because the devil will try to like bring you down, but make sure you consistently fight back with your affirmations and, you know, the word of what God says about you. And the last thing is comparison. Okay, so comparison is the thief of joy. This kind of goes back to when I was talking about how you seeing people getting married and stuff like that. We're talking about like social media. And I was just watching on social media. I know Erica Mena, right? She used to be on Love and Hip Hop. And she has this new show coming out. And what this show is basically like a love show. Like, and she's bisexual, so she's trying to find love with men or women and stuff like that on Zeus Network. So I'm watching this thing, and there's this guy. He's like a turtle looking guy. He was on the same show that I was on, which is Pop the Balloon or Find Love. So he makes a post, and in the post, he's talking about how he feels like he's being followed, and how recently Zeus Network had, like, two people passed away that he was on the show with. And recently they ran his car into his living room, essentially. And it just made me think. I remember last year how I wanted to be a part of Zeus Network and baddies and things of that sort. And I just was so grateful the fact that God didn't allow me, because there's a lot of demonic, like experiences on the internet. And don't get me wrong, I still want to be in like the entertainment industry, but I don't want it to go to where it's at a cost of my morals and my values, or even Jesus, and sell my mother freaking soul just to get a check. If anything, I could do it right on here on YouTube. That's not a fun life to live. I don't know, I just wanted to say that, because a lot of the times we might be on social media and we see like all of the good things, and people like we compare ourselves a lot, and you got to ask yourself, what did they compromise in order to get it? And I don't want to be that type of person that compromise nothing. These are 5 signs that the Satan is trying to attack you. In order to combat these, put on the full armor of God, and, you know, fight back by your words of affirmation, getting close to him. And yeah, I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.